My name is Drew Offerdahl with Denison Yachting. The sun is setting. As you'll find out, the weather today was all over the place. We've been here since 5 a.m., but we persisted, and I'm very excited to walk you guys through my latest listing, an 88 Riva Folgore 2022 Bel Sogno. Normally, most people don't wake up on days like today and think about going out on a boat. You know, we've had a record-setting rainfall in the past week here in Fort Lauderdale, so it didn't make much sense except for the fact that I had to shoot this video today because my wife is 38 weeks pregnant and I won't be allowed to leave the house soon, and wanted to take this opportunity to get to walk you guys through this amazing boat. And the model is called an 88 Folgore. Folgore actually means bolt of lightning in Italian. And what better day than today to show you guys what it's all about. When we came out this morning, it did not look like this. The sun was coming just over the clouds. There were 5-knot winds out of the west, and we were able to hit our speeds of 39 knots. However, that quickly changed to 30-knot squalls, rough water, and we got to put the SeaKeeper to use. Here's why people love these boats. One's performance, the other is outdoor entertaining space between the Aft Deck, a huge foredeck, and an awesome sport deck on the bridge. A few years ago, I did another walkthrough video on an 88 Florida. That boat had the convertible top, and the main difference is it didn't have this huge air-conditioned area. But this model, the Folgore, they added a sport deck on top, which allowed us to keep this huge air-conditioned salon while also retaining the aggressive modern profile of an Express. When you talk about the profile of a boat, it really comes down to a few important lines. And when you walk into this salon, the most important one is the shear line. The shear line is the line that runs from bow to stern along the gunnel. And here in the salon, you can see how they added a recess to the shear, which allows you much more visibility when looking to the water, even when sitting. Among the many great yards in Italy, Riva definitely stands among the top, and the name has the reputation as such when it comes to quality and when it comes to class and elegance, and this boat is no exception. So we're back at the dock here, and we got about 30 minutes in between rainstorms, and I couldn't think of a better place to start than here at the Sundeck. The beauty of this space is that it allows this boat to retain its express lines, but gives you so much more outdoor entertaining space. As you can see, there's seating everywhere. We got carbon fiber poles that hold up a sunshade that covers the entire area as well. So really the best place to be when the boat's running and you're enjoying time with family. So here we have our large sun pad. After that is the radar mast, which has your sat TV, your data domes, radar, and then your FLIR thermal night vision. So these systems here all affect our upper helm forward. And when you're ready to run the boat, there's not a better place than right here. Here at the helm, you have 2 Simrad MFD displays, MTU throttles and gauges, and you got a Zenta joystick. Forward of the helm here, you have what some people call a sunroof, moonroof, an atrium style window that allows a bunch of light to hit the formal dining area. It also pivots from the front and the back to allow natural air to flow in when you're underway. Now I want to take a minute and show you the foredeck. Now this boat really holds its beam forward, allowing for ample room up there. You can easily entertain 12 guests up here. You got a large U-shaped settee with a table. Forward of that is your sun pad, which has an electric clamshell canopy awning. There's also a large removable sunshade with carbon fiber poles that covers this entire area. We couldn't put it up for you today because of the weather, but I'm sure you can imagine it. All the way forward is your ground tackle. You have 2 heavy-duty windlasses with stainless steel claw anchors and a hydraulic bow thruster. Now we're going to go to the other end of the boat. Here we are at the transom. Cool part about this transom is that the tender garage door I'm standing on now converts into the beach club. Now this door can even be tilted further down, and with the assistance of the tender slides, allow the tender to slide all the way in the water. Starboard of the beach club is our passerelle. You can get to the aft deck from either the beach club, the passerelle, or the side deck gates, but the passerelle really is the best way to get on the aft deck. So when you think of your stereotypical Express yacht, one feature that tends to blur together on all these boats is the aft deck, but that's not the case on this boat. The first thing you'll notice is this huge U-shaped dining area with a fold-out varnished table that also lowers to create an expansive sun pad. Whether you're dining here or laying out in the sun, you're going to love this removable sunshade. Below our hardtop here, we have this prep area with an aft cockpit docking station. This aft docking station actually serves as our third helm position on the boat. Fourth, if you include the recently added yacht controller. This yacht controller allows you to run the boat from anywhere on the boat. Just a few feet from the aft docking station, we have our wet bar here. This countertop actually folds down at a button to conceal the sink and prep area. We also have an ice maker and storage below that. Starboard of the bar, we have this staircase that leads to our sport bridge. And underneath that is our external crew quarter access. So now I want to change gears and focus solely on the interior spaces. Here we are in the salon. This area has two modes, light mode and dark mode, where full blackout curtains electrically deploy to black out this entire room. As you see now, this is light mode with these giant windows that wrap around the entire boat and let in a ton of natural light. So the first thing you'll see when you walk into this salon is the stairway down to your service area, which includes a galley, your engine room, and your crew quarters. The seating on the starboard side overlooks a pop-up 55-inch flat screen TV, but let's be honest, that's going to be down most of the time because the views of the water are so great from here. Forward of that is a formal dining area with 6 seats. Across from there is a wine cooler and storage. But the one thing that you really get a sense of is how open this entire space is. It really feels like one big room, an open concept that feels more like home than a boat. And in case you didn't have enough light already, above the formal dining area are those electric Venetian blinds, which allow more sun from that atrium-style sunroof. Across from the dinette, you have access to your side decks through an electric opening door. Forward of that is our helm seat with a privacy shade, electric actuating platform for your seats to raise or lower. Then you have 3 SIMRAD multifunction displays, your joystick, your SeaKeeper controls, and the rest of your navigational controls. Now that we've seen everything on the main deck, we're going to go down these stairs to the companionway and look at our master stateroom first. So here we are in the very spacious full beam master stateroom. The windows are enormous. They're really low to the waterline, which gives you a very intimate feel with the ocean. Under the windows is plenty of storage next to a reading chair that faces a full walk-in closet. The island queen berth actually has a ton of storage below and looks at a 55-inch TV. After the berth, you have your ensuite here. To my left, or the port side of the boat, is your head. And then you have his and her sinks. And all the way to starboard is a rainfall separate shower. Here in the ensuite, you have a great example of how Riva finishes their boats. You have marble mixed with high-gloss mahogany mixed with a ton of stainless steel hardware. And it really makes for a high-end feel. Leaving the owner's suite here, we're going to go forward and immediately to starboard, where you're going to find one of our 2 guest staterooms. This one has twin berths, another good whole-side window, and an ensuite. This ensuite also doubles as a dayhead with access from the companionway. And then farther to port, you also have your second guest stateroom with a queen berth. The single queen berth that you see here also separates into twins. So all these cabins are similar but finished in a little bit different ways between the lighting, overhead storage, hanging lockers, and nightstands. The 4th guest accommodation is our VIP all the way up here in the bow. The one thing that really stands out to me is how they angled this wall to allow for more room around the island queen. You have 2 hanging lockers in this room, another flat screen TV, and an ensuite. Now that I've showed you where you and your guests will be staying, I want to take you back aft down to the service area where the crew sleeps and your meals are prepped. And at the foot of these stairs, we come to our galley. To starboard is a full refrigerator and freezer. To port is a large induction cooktop and a microwave oven. The best part for the crew cooking down here is that you still have a nice whole side window and plenty of overhead storage. So just off the galley here is access to the crew quarters. You have a full-size washer and dryer. Here is our AC/DC panel. It's a central location for all the systems when getting on board the boat. We also have 2 private crew staterooms with over-under bunks and en-suites. So I know it's a little loud in here. Things are still cooling off from our sea trial. I just wanted to walk you through the engine room quickly. You have two 32 kilowatt Kohler generators. Then we have our twin MTU M96L engines, which combine for a total horsepower of over 5,200. Aft of the engines is your SeaKeeper 26 and two 90,000 BTU air conditioning chiller units. Thanks so much for joining us on today's walkthrough of Bel Sogno. If you have any questions on this boat or anything like it, or if you have a boat like this that you're interested in selling, feel free to reach out to me anytime. I'd love to compete for your business.